What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your girl, Killer K, aka K1132. I mean, how you feeling? Also known as your celestial empress or empress or emperor, whatever you prefer. We finna get into this live, y'all. I got some messages for y'all about like this matrix shit, the mental matrix. I feel like we be in our own minds sometimes. So I got the download that like you're going to start to realize how you are a part of the collective during this time, but also what makes you individual. So a lot of you guys are going to start doing things in an individual way or doing stuff on your own, doing things like some of you guys, I'm hearing somebody could be starting a nonprofit organization. There's a greater need to be a part of the collective and put your energy out there, but also there's a need to be individualized in that. So some of you guys may be like a little bit stir crazy if you do something that a lot of other people do. You're really yearning to be individual at this time, to be noticed for your unique abilities. Before we get started, though, definitely hit the subscribe button with the post notification bell so you don't miss when you get this go live. Also, if you're new to this channel, thank you for coming back. I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all just being there for me and being there with me as I go through these transitions and these changes myself. But yeah, okay, so the mental matrix that I'm kind of picking up on that a lot of us are going, okay, some of you guys could see angel synchronicities, how you're going to know that you're getting out of this mental matrix. Some of you guys could be recognizing that you think about the same things over and over again, or that your routine in life is very like you're complacent within that. So you got into a point of getting in the routine, but that's not the problem. The problem is that now you become too complacent in the things that you do. So you're seeking, your soul, your spirit is seeking to explore different ways of existing right now. But I'm hearing for some of you guys how you're going to be getting out of this mental matrix. You're going to see signs like a feathers on hair or fur randomly. I'm also hearing you could find a feather in your shoe or something like that. A feather on your shoe or in your shoe is going to give you a sign that you're actually coming out of this mental matrix. This mental matrix, it had us. I'm not going to lie. It had us, baby. It had us. I feel as though this mental matrix could have been in a situation where if you're dealing with other people besides yourself, you may have thought that certain people were thinking something opposite of you. So you could have thought that you were being opposed, but you weren't. These people were actually like they didn't know. I talked about it in my last live. They didn't know how to speak your language. So the way that they came off with their energy really imprinted very differently than how they felt inside. So a lot of people could be feeling certain things inside, but they're not at the ability right now to speak the language that you speak. Maybe they haven't gone through these ascensions. Maybe they haven't gone through these ego deaths yet. All right. So some people are not yet ready to speak the language that you speak. Also, you could have experienced like energy of feeling like you're being put in a bad light or feeling as though like people are trying to dim your light. All right. That shit, you can use that shit like alchemists and work that shit in your favor. You can turn that shade motherfuckers is trying to throw at you into the darkness that illuminates your light. Like, bitch, you gonna make my light pop even more. So I'm hearing like, yeah, somebody's gonna start popping. Something's gonna start popping. Maybe something that you start like put work into, something that you started like turning the wheels on in regards to ideas, they're gonna start popping off as well. I kind of feel like there's going to be a conflict as well with this mental matrix where you're going to have to understand that you doing something for you was not selfish, right? So you may be in the illusion that if you have to suddenly do something for you, that now you feel bad on the inside internally because you had to do something for you, but that's not being selfish. Being selfish is like knowing that you can help someone else and choosing not to. Give me. So yeah, I feel like this mental matrix has been kind of getting us in our head. We've been questioning things. Things have been coming up. Thoughts have been coming to the surface that reflect our shadow beliefs, what we truly believe about ourselves. So for some of you guys, you're manifesting and you're bringing in new energy and you're thinking about new energy. You're trying to cleanse yourself from old energy. But what comes in that you're mistaking as old energy is a shadow belief that is attached to you. So if there's a situation, let's say a work situation, friend, whatever, relationship, family, right? So you're having an interaction with a person, but the mental matrix is telling you that this person is bringing this energy to you, rather than it's a shadow belief that that this person's reflecting back to you. So if you've had like, again, let's say that you're trying to like get clean. For some of you guys, you're trying to get off drugs, you're trying to get clean, sober, or you're trying to move forward in your ascension process. What's holding you back is not a person or a situation that you've been tied to, that you've been feeling has been holding you back. What's actually holding you back is the shadow belief that you have around whatever the situation is that could involve other people, or if this is just you dealing with yourself. All right, so these things are going to come up for you to kind of slice and dice, but also analyze the connection that you have to this shit. Why are you still connected to it? Why is it still so important to you that you got to just still be connected to the bullshit? And then you realize that the bullshit is your own shadow beliefs. So the things that you've been told by society, or the things that others have told to you. For some of you guys, this mental matrix is also like projection of emotions and feelings and thoughts and suggestions that have been put upon you by others, by parental figures. So I'm seeing like this mental matrix is like a loop. It's like somebody projects something on someone else, and then they like believe that shit and they project into their reality, yada, 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 yada. And so that's the cycle that you're breaking right now, by being able to free yourself from these routine thoughts, these routine feelings, and truly ask you. There's lessons that you're learning in your relationship dynamics with various people that you are related to or that you relate to. And some of you guys are looking at the person as the problem rather than what they're showing you, what they're coming to teach you, right? Some of you guys are looking at like, oh, this person's this or this person's that, rather than saying, okay, let me separate what's happening from the person so that I can actually see what spirit wants me to learn about myself. Because if I attracted this person who's this, that, and the third, that means that is a reflection of what I was putting out. So then I need to look at what's inside that I've been putting out. And then others of you are wanting to put yourself out into the world to really feel those solid connections. That's what some of you guys have learned, is like, you don't got to put yourself on the back burner. You ain't got to put yourself in the back seat or be all the way in the back of the room. You can step up front and center. So I feel like for some of you guys, you may be getting unexpected promotions, upgrades in work. You could be traveling, and you're going to ask yourself like, wow, I didn't expect myself to get this far. I didn't expect myself to even be here where I am right now. What made me the perfect person for this job that Most High has me on, the mission that the Most High got me on? So a lot of you guys are going to be going into missions too. I'm hearing admissions, omissions. All right, some of you guys could be going to like festivals. I know festival season's coming up, or you guys are exploring, traveling. That's going to be very beneficial to you. I feel like an energy of like being stuck in one area and not being able to, like, traveling being your ability, to expand your consciousness and your awareness. Yeah, I do feel like somebody traveling. So you could be in California, traveling in other places, or somebody could be coming to California. There's an emphasis of traveling to a specific destination to unlock certain lessons. It's not necessarily that this destination is going to bring you any more than what you're allowing yourself to learn in that moment. Just like when it comes to those people or those situations, when we look at this person being the big bad guy or whatever, and it's like, no, this person was a carrier, a messenger of lessons that you agreed to learn. So don't get mad. Now I'm also getting here too, because I picked up on some telepathic messages, and I got two songs. 21 Questions by Nate Dogg and Controller by Drake. All right. I also am getting the song too, Purity featuring Frank Ocean by A$AP Rocky. All right, so I feel as though the masculine energy, we're going to tap into the feminine and masculine energy, because this is also a part of the mental matrix. So what's been happening, before we get into these messages, what's been happening a lot for the masculine and the feminine which equates to the left brain and the right brain, right? It's funny how the left brain is supposedly the more like logical, articulate, like by the books area of the brain, which is ruled by the masculine energy. But then the right brain is ruled by the feminine energy, and that rules intuition, creativity, free flowing, right? So some of you guys are having a hard time integrating your emotions with your mind. Okay, so your emotions may be tied into memories, may be tied into things that have already happened, situations that you may be ruminating over. And it feels as though your mind, your soul really wants to be in the present moment, experiencing what you're experiencing and creating new energy. But your heart may be in the energy of some area that you have not expressed yourself. And then it's kind of taking over your mind. So your systems may be a little bit out of whack here. I feel for some of you guys, if you've just been pushing past your emotions, then it's the opposite. It's like, I don't know. I feel like if you've been pushing past your emotions, it almost feels like you're having so for some of y'all, it could look like an anxiety attack or a nervous breakdown, even. It could be on a micro or macro level, but I'm getting like that's a part of your upgrade as well. So some of you guys are going through emotional genetic upgrades is what I heard. So the energy that has been passed on to you generationally through your emotions, through the power of feeling, through the power of projecting feeling into whatever it is that you're related to or whoever's related to you. I feel as though your heart is like, look, we got to get over that shit. And your mind is like, well, I'm ready to do it. But your mind is also trying to protect you. Okay. So that's your ego. Your ego is trying to protect you from being hurt or from experiencing pain or, you're trying to keep yourself safe. But what you're actually doing is activating one big ass heart awakening. And I keep itching my palm. You're activating one big heart awakening. Somebody's going to get some money is what I'm hearing too, but you're activating one big heart awakening here, which then allows you to unravel the traps in your mind. So some of you guys are going to go into your mind and realize that there's a lot of booby traps in that bitch. There's a lot of energy that like you've collected, techniques that you've learned, but now these techniques are no longer protecting you. It's almost like they're sabotaging you from growing. So things that you used to be able to do, things that you used to be able to rely on when certain situations happen, now you're being challenged not to rely on those things, which is causing, again, that heart activation, that awakening of your heart space. And it's getting you to unravel these booby traps that you created in your mind about certain things or certain situations. So you'll find that certain things you used to do to try to ease yourself or cope with certain situations are not working. All right, because now it's time for you to awaken and go into different areas. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. So that's a part of a mental matrix too. I feel like the divine masculine, divine feminine, sovereign masculine, sovereign feminine are going through major upgrades. Emotionally, you're taking care of your emotions to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of or that you're not overgiving into situations. And your masculine energy is also protecting itself and being able to take care of itself, like not relying that it's not relying on the feminine, but finding that energy of nurturing self within rather than trying to externally seek something or someone to nurture them or to nurture. But I did get some telepathic messages here that I want to give y'all too before we get into these spiritual upgrades, because there's more information about that. I got the telepathic message, I miss you too. So that's for somebody out here. Somebody wants you to know that they miss you or this is you. And then the other messages I got is that I act aloof, but I know what you mean to me. So somebody may act like they don't know what you mean to them, but they know exactly what you mean to them. Okay. And this is giving off that energy of like the sovereign masculine, sovereign feminine. My soul yearns for yours. I feel on the soul level, on the soul cellular level, right? So somebody recognizes who you are on a soul level, but again, like I said, the heart and the feelings are like highlighting this booby trap of mental exhaustion, thoughts, feelings, things that no longer represent who you truly are, that you played, mental positions that you put yourself in to be able to get out of situations or into others. These aren't going to work anymore because on an emotional level, you need to clear this energy out. So I'm feeling like these are emotions that people are feeling, their souls yearning for yours or you're yearning for their soul. Yeah, like I feel like somebody's right outside. Okay. Somebody's on the outskirts, on the outside of your energy, but they're still in your energy. They're still watching you. I see that somebody's turned towards you and there's a string tied from your heart to theirs. But it's like they're so scared to come towards that connection. They're so scared to be pulled. Doing the work to get yourself together and you're vicariously pulling this energy in. Yeah. I'm also hearing you teach me new things. Don't teach me how to love comes on. Teach me how to love. Show me the way to sign into my heart. Teach me. Teach me how to love. I'm listening to this Drake song. outside. AMG. That. So you guys could be dancing, just being in your body, getting your body moving. But yeah, somebody's soul is yearning for yours. Okay, on a soul level, I see their inner child is reaching out to you. They're hurt, they're crying. Their soul wants to connect to you, but it feels as though the ego is in between all that shit for some reason. I miss the sound of your voice. Somebody misses your voice. I didn't mean the things I said. I've seen future versions of you in my dreams. My soul knows your soul. All right. So your soul is evolving like how a tree grows, is what I'm getting. These are just the telepathic messages for any of those that apply for you. But I feel like your soul is evolving like how a tree grows. Over time, you'll see the growth. Just take one step at a time, or take the steps that are required in the moment at the time. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, is what I'm also hearing. Damn, he said in the song too. He said, I'm sorry. And I'm hearing, stop feeling sorry for yourself. All right. You know that you're getting upgrades if you hear a pop or a crack type sound. That's how you're going to know that you're getting upgrades. You're getting, like, your spiritual ears are getting more clear. Your intuition is being more clear as well. There's also going to be lights and orbs. I've been picking up on this pretty often. So, I mean, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I'm picking up on like cracks and pops that you may be hearing. I'm hearing etheric sounds. Oh shit. Okay. Somebody could be hearing like angels singing. If you're going through a stressed out time, if you've been praying to the Most High and consulting your spirit guides, they're going to bring you some messages. But I'm hearing like etheric singing or etheric sounds, cracks, pops. You're hearing sounds from interdimensions. All right. You're hearing sounds from other, like, through with other wavelengths, is what I'm hearing for some of y'all. So I'm hearing like your psychic ears. So somebody, certain frequencies that are inaudible to most people. Okay, that's what I'm hearing for you guys. You're hearing frequencies that exist in between dimensions. Some of you guys, like I said, are also hearing angelic singing. Okay, this is for those of you who could be going through a tough time in your ascension, or you're hearing angels sing. I've heard that one time in my life, I believe once or twice. I've heard angels sing, and I knew what it was. Like, I heard it, and I was like, it carries a vibration. Like, it feels like energy is moving through you. It's not just, oh, I hear a catchy tune or a nice sound that makes me feel good. It's like you can feel the sound coming through you. All right. Some of you guys are not able to sit in one place. Some of you guys are very antsy. You have a lot of energy. This energy of Aries season is bringing up a lot of energy, a lot of like, you're going to get into a flow, and you're not going to want to stop that. You're not going to want to do, you're not going to let nobody disturb that flow. And these are part of the upgrades that are preparing you for getting into that flow, right? You have to clear out the emotional energy so you're not attracting more shadow aspects of yourself, and be able to really forge forward. And then if you do attract shadow aspects, you're able to utilize that energy to illuminate your light rather than drown it out, right? But yeah, I see that there's going to be some light orbs around. So you're getting upgrades with your eyes. I'm seeing that some of you guys are going to start seeing things with your eyes closed. Like, if you really reach that level of mastery and meditation, you can see with your eyes closed when you meditate. All right. So some of you guys, shout outs to those of you who took the course last year. Some of y'all are using the technique that I taught you about being able to go to the chamber of your subconscious mind, like being able to see what's actually going on in your space visually. So that's happening for you as well. I'm also hearing, if you are hearing wind chimes, if you're hearing chimes, bells, whistles, horns, whatever, like whatever you're hearing, these are important. These are sounds that are being communicated to you. Okay, so sounds are going to play a different part for you towards the end of this Pisces season going into Aries. Sounds, some of you guys could hear a sound and see like a vision or image, or see some split-second image. Some of you guys are going to understand that the universe is communicating to you through sounds, through frequency, through numbers, through vibration. So when you see certain angel numbers, that's the universe talking to you, telling you whatever you've been asking for or seeking advice on, the universe is giving you the advice. Or when you hear certain sounds, certain noises, these are alarms, alerts, something that is being communicated to you through sound vibration from the universe. So nothing is like by mistake at all. Nothing is happening by accident. Everything's happening for a very purposeful intention. But you just have to understand that the way that the universe communicates may not be the way that you've been taught to receive receive information. All right. So some of you guys may also be losing time. So time is going to stop being relevant to you. Like you're not going to be going by a deadline. All right. You are getting, okay. So I'm getting, you're not even losing time. You're getting in flow of your own time, your own Arcadian rhythm. All right. You're getting in flow of like where your ups and your downs are. At what point do you reach ups? Or you can feel when you're coming through a down from an up or an up from a down. You can feel that energy within yourself. So some of you guys have gotten so grounded in the changes that have happened in your life and that currently happen, and you're able to keep a progressive mindset and do the shadow work, that now you're able to ground in the change. So you can feel your natural rhythms when shit's about to get crazy, when shit's going to be calm, when you need to protect your peace, when you're going to start to move. So I feel like it's almost like a dance with the universe. Like you over here like, hey, let me dance with the universe. Let me throw them bows to them hating ass hoes. Like you just over here like, you give me, it's like you're dancing with the universe. It gives me like the image. So like how they have the Brazilian martial arts and they're over here like about to go in it like, whoo, but it's a dance, right? So you come back around. You move with the movement that's happening in your life. Some of you guys are taking L's by the universe. The universe is coming and punching you in the face, but that's because you aren't following your natural rhythm. Instead of moving like this when the fist was passing this way, your ass move like this. You feel me? So the universe had to knock your ass up a little bit. Some of you guys got to knock your head up against the wall. That's okay. It's okay to learn in your own way. But as long as you understand the rhythm that you're dancing with the universe. I'm getting some of you guys could be taking like dancing classes, or you're getting into dancing. I'm hearing like soca, or like you moving your hips, you whining, like you winding it up. I mean, okay, so some of you guys are working at womb space. Okay, you working at womb space. Like, hold on, let me get the center of my creation right. Okay, let me get the center of my creation balance. I love that energy. All right. I also heard G-Shock, okay? And when I heard G-Shock, it also triggered the energy of thunder and lightning. So some of you guys may be experiencing thunder and lightning where you are. That's going to be very significant. I'm also hearing you can call the winds, you can call the thunder, the lightning gods. Like you got special access. You got the motherfuckers on speed dial. All right, you know your celestial lineage. You know who to call. You like, oh yeah, let me call Grandpa Thunder. Like, let me call Grandma Lightning. We finna clap it up in this bitch. We finna light him up in this bitch. We finna get him popping in this bitch. Like, yeah, like I feel like your energy. Okay, so I feel like there's electricity, invisible electricity is what they're telling me. That I'm hearing like the white lightning. Okay, there's blue lightning. They're telling me white lightning, purple lightning. But I'm hearing like the white lightning is talking. So this is a specific lineage. I'm hearing like the white feather tribe. Okay, so there's ancestors talking directly to somebody through the white lightning or the white light tribe. All right, that's what I'm kind of picking up on. So the blue lightning is also coming through as well. It's like electric blue. It's like light baby blue. All right, so you guys are really tapping in. There's some invisible or infrared, like not infrared, but like unseen energy that is translating into electricity that's running through your body. Okay, so you guys, okay, they're telling me specifically that if you're a part of that group, you get surges, which means you get hot in your hands and you get like intense mental energy when it comes to like, you may get like head sweats or your veins are popping out your head. That looks like lightning, right? Those of you who get like I said, headaches, your head sweats, veins popping out. All right, that energy is how you know that you're getting surges. And when you feel it coming through your palms, when you feel the heat coming through your palms, you're getting surges. All right. So, take care of yourself, but just know that that's what that is. Some of you guys are gonna be like, why the fuck do I keep getting hot sweats? I'm not even, for some of my femmes out there, you're like, I'm not even at the age of menopause. Why do I keep getting hot sweats? Like, it ain't even hot up in this fucking room. Like, yeah, it's like, okay, you're getting surges. So spirit is giving you, like, downloading this electric energy to you and through you. I'm also hearing, there's an adjacent alignment with Pluto and Neptune to other major stars that they point to other constellations, and that's where the energy is coming from. So there's other constellations that are consciously radiating energy to us at this time, because it's getting real like dense. It's getting a little more dense on Earth. right? We're trying to balance out. It's almost like if y'all ever spun out on the freeway, for example. I have spun out on the freeway before, so I know how this works. So at first you lose control, right? And then the wheel just start going everywhere, like it's going left and right. So this is kind of like on a micro level what's happening from these constellations and universes far away. It's like they're watching, okay, as they live and do things on their within their planets and realms, but they're watching this realm specifically, and it's kind of like we we don't do it as frequently anymore, I guess, but we used to just lose control and just on a collective scale, like we was in, we were going to war for hella years, and like war, it seemed like the war never really ended. Now there's other wars, and it's like, it's like we're fighting ourselves. And so when we're losing control, it really is about having discipline and direction. But also what you notice, like for example, I have burned out, like spun out on the freeway. So what I can tell you from that experience is that uh you just got to let the wheel do its thing. You got to take your foot off the brake sometimes, slow up on the gas. I mean, don't even have your foot on the brake. Slowly let things come back into control in your life by having the discipline to deal with the changes that are happening. That's how you stay grounded in that shit. Because for a lot of us, like, and this is how you crash out when you are trying to control. When the motherfucker is going out of control, and you don't have control. You gotta just spin it and let it do what it gotta do, or it'll spin itself. You know. But you have to allow yourself to come back into equilibrium. Sometimes you're gonna end up starting. You're gonna do a 360. So you're gonna end up starting where you initially, like restarting where you initially were. All right. I'm jamming. You can't keep running in and out of my life. Can't keep running in. All right. So you all, and then I got the message too that the astral traveling planes are going to receive upgrades as well. So you guys may notice, if you are my fellow astral travelers up in the building, y'all may notice that the planes are different. Like it's like when you get the video graphics upgrade, like in your favorite game, like on GTA or something, and the video graphics upgrade. You like, shit, I could really see this character more clearly. Like I really have more insight and clarity. Some of you guys have also gone through upgrades as well. For some of you guys, you travel through astral planes, mental planes, Buddhic planes. Like some of y'all really be going back to source on us, like, hey, hold up, let me just go back to the source of all for a minute. Then you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I'm back here. Hey, but yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of different. You'll be able to travel at the speed of light or warp speed. And I'm also hearing warp speed beings. I'm also getting that there's gonna be a little more guardianship over these realms, because in the previous times, motherfuckers was trying to body snatch and switch shit out and do all kind of weird shit. So I feel like now it's just, for others, like when you really up in this shit, that like it's all kind of beings everywhere. Like they be waiting, they be lurking. So you really have to stay protected and know, like, if you are in a situation, who to call on. But yeah, I feel as though there's like, I'm hearing like warp speed police in the astral realms, and I'm hearing warp speed beings. So there's gonna be some of you guys that start jumping. Like in those realms, you don't progress into anything in your meditation or your dream. You just jump there. I've had that shit happen before. Like where I've jumped somewhere, I've recognized somebody jumping to me. Like it's very real time. But yeah, that energy is going to be more enhanced. So you'll be able to jump instantly, besides trying to be pulled towards someone's energy or try to pull someone's energy. It's just like, wherever your mind is, you're allowing your mind to go, that's where you're going to end up. I'm just bopping right now, y'all. Hey. I don't know. So I feel like your body is going to want to move. You're going to want to do, like, you just don't want to dance. You want to be in a free energy. Your body's going to be making these movements. So I'm also language too. But body language, your body has its own language. Do you know your body language, what it gives off, what it's saying? Is your body language open? Is it with the shit? What do it do? Like, like you speaking. So I feel as though some of you guys I really feel like could be dancers, or y'all want to dance. Somebody gonna start dancing or taking classes or doing something like performance type or stage performance type shit. Cause I feel like your body is speaking. It's like I want to move. I want to do creative things. So you're getting that upload as well. Hey. Neo. 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 What I'm also picking up on is that telepathy is gonna get more interesting. It'll be more instantaneous. Like telepathy. So we're elevating. So kind of some of you guys are still in the 4D. We've already kind of like accelerated into 5D and 6D energy. And then I'm hearing next year we're gonna get more upgrades so we can handle 7th D energy and get really transmutable is what they're saying. Wow, that's transmutable. I gotta write that one down. I'm like, shit, let me see what that means. They done. So yeah, that's why I'm feeling like your intuition is gonna. We're getting major upgrades. Like shit is changing. Okay, like shit is being rearranged as we speak, baby. Okay. But you're gonna be able to share thoughts or feelings or telepathy. It kind of came to me like how we airdrop pictures to each other, or it's like that's how you're gonna be able. That's how your intuition's gonna come in, or that's how like you're gonna be able to talk telepathically. You'll know because it's just like boom, a whole visual. You just seen some shit, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be very instantaneous. It's going to be very, like I said, a graphic upgrade, video graphic upgrade. Things are going to be more clear, or at least they should. Well, right now we're purging out that 4D energy, which is that duality. The duality is not bad, but the duality gives us a lot of room to be indecisive, right? Because now we're thinking that something has to be one or the other, rather than opening up to trimensional energy, which is that it could be anything. It could be anything that it needs to be in any dimension. It could exist in any past, present, or future dimension, right? So that shit is gonna be popping, okay? And then whoever's thinking about buying a drone, I don't know who this is for. Whoever's thinking about buying a drone, you should do it. It will enhance the video or a music video for some of y'all. So this could be an artist. Some people are encouraged to go back to school or enter a trade, spiritual learning, energy work, Reiki, training, intuitive abilities. Keep building, and it'll lead to something great, is what I'm picking up from these higher realms. Like these upgrades are coming in. Yes, they're going to bring us these major spiritual ascensions. I'm also getting here too. Some of the physical things could be like your heart skipping a beat. I'm hearing muscle spasms as well. So if you're on the spiritual like twin soul journey, which a lot of us be on that shit be crazy, y'all. That shit be, whew, it's not for the weak. It's definitely not for the weak. I be wishing I could have a normal relationship. Like I wish I could just do some Netflix chill. Now my shit got to be on a superhero mission. Like we be low key superheroes on the low. But yeah, I feel like for you guys, also the Justice League. Okay, so I'm picking up the Justice League right now. We got our Libras, we have our Sagittarius, we have our Capricorn, we have Cancer, and we definitely have Aquarius. All right. Yeah. I'm hearing Gemini. We do have our grand air trine in the building. But yeah, I'm just hearing like that's why there's a lot of mental energy coming up. There's a lot going on. All the signs are pretty much like activated right now as fuck. Like heart palpitations or heart skipping a beat. Now, do your medical research for your specific individual situation because I am not liable to be, but I can just kind of give you detail on what it could be. You got to figure out what it actually is. Muscle spasms, I'm hearing too. Um, it's so weird. I feel like some of you guys are going to feel like you have a very intense energy, really. Okay, I'm hearing that is you, that is your higher self. So some of you guys, your higher self is fully like it's not even that you're splitting your consciousness anymore. It's like your higher self is giving more of its etheric matter into your astral body so you can have higher level experiences. Damn shit. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. So that's why the downloads are happening and the uploads are happening, because your gifts are enhancing. All that is because your higher is giving more of its energy to come into this current version of yourself in order to bring forth the things that you need on your journey, right? In order to be fully prepared for what is happening, the mission. Like the mission is not just like, this is what I want to do, and once I do it, I'm done. It's like the mission is like putting each step by step by step by step by step process into your intention, into knowing why you are here and what you're doing at every moment. Like this is the forefront of your mind, not to the point where it stretches you out, but like, I know that when I do these things, it's for the future version of me that's going to have this or going to be responsible for that in like the most high, like a high honor way. But yeah, that's what I'm getting you on. I'm also getting you all could have like foot cramps. I feel like if you're having foot cramps or foot pains, this is because you feel like you don't know where to go on your path, or you feel a little bit lost in your path. But I'm also hearing if your feet are itching, it means that you're getting closer, or this is weird to say, you're getting closer, or you're healing you're healing your path being like whatever. You feeling like your path is lost. Yeah. And then I also feel like there's gonna be a lot of little back. Like we finna have your little back popping, cracking and crack drop lock and popping it. I'm hella high, y'all. Y'all see me smoking. But yeah, anyways, so that's all I have, y'all. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. It's been your girl, Killer K, aka Kaylove1132. I mean, how you feeling? Also known as your celestial empress or empress or emperor, whatever you prefer. I appreciate y'all for subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, sharing the video, sharing the love, and I send it to you back as well, tenfold up in here. All right. Just a little check-in I wanted to give y'all. I'm gonna have some messages for Cosmic Court on Friday, but I just wanted to drop by and be like, hey, what y'all doing? And by the way, this is what the universe told me to tell you. But yeah, thank you so much. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe, hit the post notification bell. I love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.